TikTok and Twitch, or let's get Twitch and YouTube going. Twitch and YouTube is up and running. And then I forgot to do this last night, so I got to share out the live. So I hit this button, and then I go here. I usually do this on the going live screen on YouTube and Twitch. Whoops. There it is. Do that. Get angry at Streamlabs for a second because it takes it. Let me share the stream. Do that and do that. Should be good there. Should be good there. Yes. Everybody can hear me. Everybody can see me. We're live. Yes. Hi, everyone. I wonder, has anybody noticed what's new on stream today? Twitch and YouTube has a better chance to notice it. I don't know if TikTok will see it right away. If anybody's noticed what's new on stream today. Because I do have an announcement. Bryn got it. Alright, so cool news today. You guys know I talk about not thinking the streaming thing is real and all that stuff. I have officially partnered with Apex Hosting as of today. They're who are currently hosting Season 2 for us right now. So your boy is officially partnered with Apex Hosting when it comes to server hosting. So that being said, if you go to my link tree right now, there is now a link to the Apex Hosting website where you can now put in its Kinger IV affiliate link in and, you know, be able to get a server for yourself just like ClockCraft right through my logo. Which also means they're taking care of Season 2 of ClockCraft for us. Basically, they're hosting it for us. We're gonna have tech support, and ClockCraft just got a little bit more official because now we have an actual team of people who will help us keep the server itself running. That being said, if you go to the landscape view on TikTok or you're on Twitch or YouTube, I do have their logo up on my screen. I don't know if I'll keep it there. I didn't sign an agreement saying I had to have it on my screen, but they were absolutely amazing to work with when we had all the mess with Bisect. They were great. Reached out to them the night before. The night we had all the issues with the old server, they got back to me that night. We transferred everything to them the next day. Went smooth as butter. It's been great since we started, and it took a little while to go through the partnership details, but as of, I think it was like noon or 1 o'clock today, everything went through, and now I am officially partnered with Apex Hosting, so it's pretty awesome. It's my first official, like, it's not a sponsorship, but first official partnership for, you know, making content, which I think is pretty cool. And there's a couple other things in the works, but those are also dragging their feet a little bit, but, you know, I'm hoping I can ride the high of this one going well, and I got a couple more in the works that could be coming through. We'll just keep our fingers crossed on that. Zach, all it means is, so now, like I said, if you go to my link tree, like if you go to the link in my bio, or you like click on the link tree through the Discord, you can see the link tree got updated today too. So everybody's, all my social media links are updated. The, what's it called? My merch link is upgraded. You'll see a link in there for Apex to go get a server of your own. You'll also find links to all of the other ClockCraft members now exist in my link tree. So there's a lot of work behind the scenes today. Helios, thank you for all the super GGs. But yeah, I am excited, which also means, you know, it's cool that, like, we can be recognized, that ClockCraft and myself have gotten big enough that we've actually get partnership deals to keep everything running, which I think is awesome. But yeah, that was the announcement, the start of stream. Millen, thank you for the follow. Yes and no. I'm going to promote them. I mean, they've been great. We've been running our server on, you know, their services for the last month now, and things have been seamless. They've also been really great to work with. Like I said, I messaged them the night we had issues with the old server. They got back to me like the next day because I'm like, hi, I do content. This is me. This is the server I'm hosting. The next day, they had us up on their own server, and then it took a little while going through the, like, partnership process, but within a day, they had us up and running on the new server. So I I didn't want to like shout them out because obviously it's just, we wanted to test to make sure everything worked great. Abdo, don't spam. I don't play Terraria. I play Minecraft. Don't spam. So, yeah, that was... So it took... Doing pretty good. How often do you stream? Normally, I stream like 1 or 2 nights a week, but I figured I'm in a couple row here. Also, I don't have any of my merch on today, but I'm using one of my mugs, so I'm counting that. No, you can spam W's. The person spamming play Terraria is who I'm calling out. As you get so many allays, I breeded them up. Watched the most recent video for them. And the villager hull is going great, but I only want to yap for so long. We do need to go to spawn because I think I've sold a bunch. Yes, it is, Roger. Yes, it is. It's the same server that Mullet uses for his family realm. Hi, Danny. Welcome in. Hi, Towel. Welcome in. How's your day going? I had a good day today. For those of you who don't know, that right there is Miss Alame Towel, another creator on this server. And somebody you should definitely check out if you like Minecraft content on TikTok. She's also on Twitch and YouTube, so you guys can look her up there as well. Nope, it's a custom server that's made for ClockCraft. So Nixie, thank you for the hand heart. Like I said, the night we had all the issues with the old server, I messaged Apex. They had us up and running with a new server the next day. Ported the whole world over, got everything set up, and it's been seamless ever since. And then it took about a month for all the partnership application process and stuff to go through, but it went through officially today. So now if you want to get your own server using the same service that ClockCraft uses, if you go to my link tree, there's now a link, because I'm now a partnered affiliate with Apex hosting, you can go get your own server. So that is the update. And then we're going to work on getting everybody on ClockCraft affiliate links. That way you can go through each of our pages to get to it. Yeah. They've been pretty awesome to work with. They've been pretty awesome. No, Andrew, we're not using observers. Tan is pretty amazing. So I have the Apex hosting logo on the landscape view of the stream on TikTok, and it's right above my face cam on the YouTube and Twitch stream. Excuse me. Also, I saw this in Steve's stream last night. Who's the monster who did this? Grant, thank you for the follow. Who is the monster who did this? Lou, thank you for the follow. Danny, thank you for the follow. Who just bought random diamond fireworks throughout my area? Who did that? Towel, did you do that? It's making a part of my brain itch, and I hate it. All right, fixed it. Also, somebody bought out this entire top Joker box. You're not evil. What are you working on? I am going to be working on the pumpkin farm today. I'm just checking my shops at spawn to see if there's anything that I've sold out of. And it looks like I'm down to 1.5 chests, 1 2/3 chests of rockets left to sell. I have more than enough to restock it, but I'm going to let stock get a little bit lower before restocking. That was you? Got it. Am I putting observers in the pumpkin farm? No, the pumpkin farm is not going to be using observers. It's going to be using actually daylight sensors. We should get the entire pumpkin farm done today, and then be able to start working on the melon farm. Over here. Jackson, you can get like fresh animations packs. I don't use them because I like the Minecraft animations as they are. Nothing against what is it? Whatever the pack Candy uses. What's the pack Candy use? What's it called? Actions and Stuff. Actions and Stuff is adorable, but I don't really like that kind of stuff. Any chance you do long videos on YouTube? Tom, I don't do videos really. I don't really have time. Instead, I just split my streams between TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube, and you can watch back my streams over on YouTube after they finished. What villager trades a pumpkin? Farmers. Silver was complaining on his stream last night that nobody buys golden carrots, so we're gonna help Silver out. We got some diamonds to burn. We're gonna help out the economy of the server. And then I already bought backup totems from Steve. Someone bought a stack of fireworks and pulled 16 out of 4 different stacks. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. What's your goal for the season 2? To have fun. CB or King, thank you for the follow. My goal for this season is really to just not dedicate myself to projects that take 2 years to build and be able to work on different things throughout the season. Is Dell selling anything new? Oh, it's you making noise. Wither fighting kits. Soul Speed 3. I don't want Soul Speed, it just destroys your boots. Wither roses, What farm do I need? Wither roses for some farm. I don't know if I'm going to do a gas farm this stream, but we'll hold off on those because I can always buy those more in the future. So, Kaba, all ClockCraft is we took a bunch of solo TikTok content creators, people who only really did their own thing on TikTok, and we said, okay, you could still do your own thing, but let's do it on one server together. So, it's not really anything unique. It's an SMP with 9, different TikTok creators. We all have different projects and ideas and builds and stuff like that, but instead of each doing our own thing in our own worlds, now we all do it together in one world. I did, Mercedes. I did. What XP farms do you have? Mostly using the gold farm right now. What do wither roses do? They damage mobs that aren't wither skeletons or zombie pig. Actually, they do zombie piglins too. Basically, any mob that isn't a wither skeleton, they will do damage to. Donut, I made my own gold farm. I do all my own farms, all my own redstone. I think Tan and I are online. Howell's lurking in chat. Pretty sure Tan and I are the only ones on the server currently. Kind of, Bundo. Everybody has an equal stake in running it. Like, we're a democracy, but I'm kind of the one who steers the ship. How do you join the ClockCraft Discord? There should be a link in my bio. You can go to my Discord and then join through there, or I'm sure one of my mods will post it in chat in a second. JK, thank you for the follow. We're a month and a half in. Or a month and a half in. Father Clock. Hi, Tommy. Alright. So, put the extra diamonds away that we didn't spend. And... where's my food box? Is the food box out? It is. Silver, you can't say nobody has bought any golden carrots from you, because I bought a whole bunch of golden carrots from you. I was lurking in, hi Steve, I was lurking in Mullet's stream last night. He's like, nobody buys golden carrots. And I'm like, you know what? Today we'll go buy some golden carrots. Hi Steve, welcome in. Alright, but we gotta build this. Netherite early game is a waste of time. Donut, join the ClockCraft public Discord for updates on the world download. Alright, we have more than enough smoothstone now, so I need these guys, and then a little bit more. See if I should just be following the same pattern we did last night, which should go smoothly. We'll definitely get the pumpkin farm done tonight. It's gonna be a toss-up on how much we get into the melon farm. Mullet streams are very chilled, yep. Max, I haven't done anything really with enchants yet. I just have the basic enchants I got from doing, like, end rating paired with just combining items from a enchantment table. What this hole is going to be is I'm eventually going to fill it with villagers, and it's going to be my villager trading hall, and I'll have probably every enchant that I could want. Definitely the big ones, like Unbreaking 3, Mending, Efficiency 5, Sharpness, so that I can make God Gear and God Armor. Stairs, I go back through and do the stairs after. I found my pattern last night in placing in the modules. It's get the stone in, then go back with the grass. And I probably could have grabbed the stairs, you're right, but we're going to have to go get a lay anyway because I took the allay off its assignment when we were running the furnace last night. Hi, Rachel. Kinger, you got your mug and hoodie? Awesome, awesome. Towel got her mug, hoodie today, too. So I saw also the first batch of trucker hats shipped. So for those of you guys who got the trucker hats, you're going to have to let me know how they are. I ended up only getting the snapbacks in, but I have trucker hats on the way. Trash, it depends really on the player and the play style. I mean, like, a perfect pickaxe is Unbreaking 3, Mending, Efficiency 5, and Soak Touch, at least to me. But somebody might go, oh, I want to run Fortune on all my tools. Or somebody might be like, oh, you shouldn't run Soak Touch or Fortune on them. You should just have a regular pickaxe. It's really, you know, up to the player what God Tools and Armor on. Like, I like Smite on my swords. People give me a hard time, like, why don't you run Sharpness on your swords? I'm like, because I like Smite on my swords. Got the hoodie on right now and a cup of coffee in the mug. Awesome, Jo. I'm glad you like it. Hi, Bryn. Can we see the iron farm? Cam, I'll do you one better. Go to YouTube, search It's King or IV Iron Farm, and there's a tutorial on how to build it yourself. I'm thinking of re-releasing the iron farm tutorial because it's almost like habit at this point. At the beginning of a new season of ClockCraft, I redrop the tutorial. Smite does extra damage to undead mobs like zombies, skeletons. Now that you have like the zombie horse and like the husk, basically all the undead mobs, including the wither, it does more damage to. But sharpness does a little bit more damage to everything. How was your day? I had a good day today, Alex. I got out of work a little later than expected, and I was a little tired, so I did skip the gym today, but I'm like, you know what? I worked out really hard yesterday. I'm a little tore up. I can take a rest day and then hit legs really hard tomorrow and not have it set me back too much. Alright, I'm gonna need more scaffolding. I'm gonna have to assign one of you guys. One of you should be tethered all by yourself. I think it's you. Come on, me. It is. Perfect. You're the guy from yesterday. Come here. What does he build? Which one are we... Are you asking about me, or are you asking just in general? Alright, put our extra lead in here. Now we need our stairs, which are in here. Come with me, little one. Today was going to be back in buys today, but I skipped. What's the gym today? Today was supposed to be back in buys. But like I said, I got out of work late, and I was exhausted. And I'm like, you know what? I'll take a rest day today and stream, hang out with you guys instead. Do I have a base yet? You're kind of looking at it. Do I have any mods or texture packs? No mods, but I do have a couple texture packs that adds to the vibrance of the game just a little bit. If you're interested in any of the packs I use, pin video top my TikTok profile. 3 days in a row. I know. I don't remember the last time I did 3 streams in a row. Been a minute. I hate scaffolding with an Elytra. Elijah, thank you for the follow. Catherine, thank you for the follow. Ghost, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, everyone. Sorry to ask, you've been asked. There's been issues Season 1 download. It has not. Any updates on the Season 1 world download, you're going to have to join the ClockCraft Discord for. Any updates I have, I will post in there. It's not gone, MC. It's just not on this world. It's not gone. We still have it. I'm still paying for the server. It's on. We just can't pull the actual physical file from the server right now. But we are getting support, which is awesome. Yeah, I think I did a week straight, week 1 of ClockCraft. You're right. Yes, I am, Mr. Turtle. Yes, I am. Tan is about 3,000 blocks in that direction, give or take, because that's PA. She's on up in the other side. She's about 3,000, 3,500 blocks in that direction. Just creatine. I don't do anything fancier than that. 5 grams creatine. I started my own realm now because awesome. That's awesome to see, TC. I wish you luck. What you working on? Jay, we are building a pumpkin farm. Or I guess we're finishing building a pumpkin farm because I have 2 more levels to do. We're going to do this level and then 1 more level and then this farm will be done. Well, we'll have to hook up the redstone to it and put pumpkins in it, but then it'll be done. What do you need pumpkins for? Villager trading. Villager trading. My favorite villagers to trade with are farmer villagers because they was the first villagers I ever learned to trade with. So now it's habit for every Minecraft world I do. When I'm dealing with villagers, I make a melon and pumpkin farm to supply myself with emeralds. How would you do a Java world? I play Bedrock manually and no farms are better on Java. I will only ever do 1 world at a time. Normally, this week's kind of an outlier for me, but normally I only have enough time to do like 6 to 8 hours-ish a week of stream time. A little bit more free time right now just because like life's kind of lining up that way. But I don't want to split that between multiple worlds. So right now I can put a solid 6 to 8 hours in a week on this world. If I was splitting that between 2 worlds, I'd barely be able to do like 3 hours a week per world, and I would never get anything done. They spawn on the grass, Mercedes. They spawn on the grass. Kai, thanks for the follow. Beans, we haven't planned one, but we have our monthly meeting on Monday, and that's usually when we plan them. So I don't think there's one this Friday. At least I'm not planning for there to be one, or at least for myself to participate. I will not be live Friday and Saturday this week. I have a funeral to go to on Saturday for one of my friend's grandparents. So I'm gonna be going to that. And I'm seeing him Friday night, getting with him with some of my friends Friday night. So I will not be live Friday or Saturday night this week. But I will be live on Sunday. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, she was a really, really nice lady. She's one of the guys I grew up with. I don't have like in-depth memories of her, but I remember like playing football and like she would always be at like football games and the tailgates and stuff like that. I'm more going to support my friends. You know, he's one of my best friends. I've known the kid forever, so I'll go be support to him and his family. You have plans to do a raid farm at some point, Sizzler. Mocha, thank you for the follow. 2 nights in a row? It's actually 3 nights in a row. I streamed Sunday, Monday, and tonight. 3 streams in a row. That's a rarity around here. It'll probably be about the same length as last night, shooting for like 2 to 3 hours. It's 7 o'clock now. Do like a 10 o'clock stop. That way I have time to shower and get ready for bed for work tomorrow. What's your split between... Alex, I don't understand your question. The piston pushes them. Biana and Shawnee, I don't know who started it, but stop it. I can't see the water in your stream. I think it should be coming out. I think it should be showing up. Auto-crafting the melons. Yes, that side's going to be the melon farm. So I don't have rockets in my hand, but you might notice that the outspout on this one's in this corner, and theoretically I'd put the outspout in this corner and that one, but I didn't. I put it in the back side so that I can put an auto-crafter underneath it and then feed it into the chests. So this pumpkin farm will just feed automatically in. The melon farm will have an auto-crafter set up. Oh, that's weird. Trash, are you using... You must be using Vibrant Visuals or something, which makes the water clear. Or you're using a resource pack that does clear water. Damn, what I missed. Last thing you're building walls. We're making pretty good progress. I mean, this farm's really easy. It's just pattern building, which is what I'm arguably the best at least in my own skills. Like, redstone's up there, but if I can find a pattern and just keep ripping the same pattern, I'd go pretty quick. We were on the last world for 22 months. We're planning to be on this world for 2 years, and we're only a month and a half in. So for those of you who are joining right now and following right now, you are at the very start of what is going to be a 2-year run on this world. Yes, Michael, I am officially partnered now with Apex Hosting. It is my first ever professional partnership from streaming. So they're who is now running, doing the ClockCraft server hosting in the background. And if you want to get your own server through Apex, you can actually go to my bio, click on my link tree, and there is an affiliate link that will take you right to their site where you can get your own server. They've been great to work with. I was talking about it earlier, but when we had all the issues with the old company, I messaged Apex that night. They got back to me the next day, and we had the world downloaded, uploaded, and running on a new server the next day. So nothing but good things to say about them, but I wanted to give it that 1 month of testing, make sure everything was working, put the new server through its paces, but it's been pretty much bulletproof. I haven't really noticed any issues at all. So took about a month for the partner application to go through, but now your boy is officially partnered with Apex Hosting. Aiden, this is going to be a melon or a pumpkin farm. And I'm making a pumpkin farm so that I can get infinite emeralds from farmer villagers. Also, in case you guys are curious why I haven't put any redstone in on the rows yet, it's because I knew I'd be misplacing buckets the whole time. And I didn't want to wash my redstone. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 nights in a row. Well, welcome in, Cheyenne. Full-time streamer? Probably not, Jack. Probably not. Am I going to be streaming tomorrow? I don't know yet. I don't know. As soon as I do know, I will tell you. Hollow, thank you for the follow. Bree, thank you for the follow. Why not play a mod pack? I think mod packs are boring, Riley. I am not a fan of mod packs. I like taking the vanilla game and pushing it as hard as I can. Mullet's full-time and Tan is full-time. Mullet's full-time and Tan is full-time. I just realized I only needed 4 buckets and I made way more than 4, but that's alright. Alright, that row's done. Thank you, next door. What are you building? I am building a pumpkin farm. I just gonna pull all these full buckets in here for now. That's not gonna be the end of the world. Oh. Do this, do that. Alright. Next door, thank you for the follow. Levi, thank you for the follow. What is ClockCraft? ClockCraft is a group of TikTok streamers. We've been together for 2 years now. We all stream here on TikTok. We all met each other through TikTok, and we're all on one world together now. Corey, thank you for the follow. Why do I need it? For villager trading. All right, next step is pistons. How many do I have? 24, not enough. Okay, so we need 2 stacks of you. 2 stacks of you. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Piston time. Hi, King. Who is the leader? We all have equal stake. We are all equal partners in running ClockCraft, but I kind of steer the ship. There is no clear-cut leader, but I'm kind of the one steering the ship. How many layers left for the farm? 2 layers. So this layer and then 1 more. Grab that and grab that. And then I put the smooth stone in here. Perfection. Think that's everything. This is Bedrock Edition, Brady. Do you pay for the realm? Not anymore. We are officially partnered with Apex now, so we do not pay for our server anymore there. I and ClockCraft by extension are now have a partnership with Apex Hosting, and they're doing all of our server stuff now. We just get to play on the world and, you know, send you guys their way when you're looking for a server of your own. You should do a video with the most common questions. Tom, I've done that. Nobody watches it. They still come in and ask the common questions. I've made many a video saying, like, this, that, and the other thing of, like, the common questions I get. People still come into the chat and ask them. Hi, Del. Welcome in. For those of you who don't know, that right there is Miss Delipop, another member of the SMP. She is the Wither Queen of ClockCraft. She likes to bare knuckle box the Wither. Like, day 1 of the server, she went, you know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to build a house. I'm not going to build a base. I'm going to get a Wither and fight it with my bare hands. So if you're looking for another Minecraft creator to follow, somebody else who plays on this world, who streams on TikTok, should definitely check out Delipop. She also streams on Twitch and YouTube. So if you guys look her up over there, you can, you know, check her out. Colton, thank you for the follow. Tristan, thank you for the follow. Is it keep inventory? Nope. It is regular survival Minecraft set on hard difficulty. No mods, no add-ons, no fundamental changes. It is base game Minecraft, just with people who love to play Minecraft to its fullest. Deadpool, thank you for the follow. You watch Delipop after I get off? I will either... It depends on how late Del streams, but I'll either lurk in her stream or Silver's stream until I pass out, and if I'm lucky and I'm still awake, I'll usually pop into Steve's stream and kind of doze off there, but normally I am out long right before Steve goes live, and it'll be like a half awake, pop into Steve's stream, say hi, then fall asleep. So, like, I have resource packs on my side that tweak how, look out, little guy, that tweak how the game looks just a little bit, but there's not like keep inventory or fancy chords or, you know, anything that changes the base game. Just a couple things that tweak how the game looks a little bit. Do I like basketball? I don't mind playing with my buddies, and I played basketball in high school, and I played a little pickup in college, but I never was a big basketball guy. Ask her if soul soil works for withers. I think she's learned that it does. Who created Minecraft? Notch. How are we doing today? Doing good, human. Patrick, thank you for the follow. Always in Tan stream as she streams. Nice. Who created ClockCraft? I did. Me and Candy. My name is Trey, and I have a basketball game tomorrow. Is that a Vine reference? Seedance, I am currently working on a pumpkin farm. The rare Bedrock streamer. Well, if you like Bedrock streamers, there's 9 of us who play on this world. What is the base plan this time? We are doing one singular base. So instead of doing a starter base, and a villager base, and a mega base, and a storage base, and an industrial base, they're all one base this season. Blood, thank you for the follow. Ollie, thank you for the follow. Alright. Next step is layer of stone. Probably get away with 2 layers of stone. Get that done, and then grab the grass. Bedrock streamers are very rare. Well, we're making a comeback, I think. This way. Put that away. We need extra stone. How are you playing? Oh, Excite Blake, you can place blocks in front of you. Daniel, I did. You look like a Marvel fan. I was a Marvel fan up until Endgame. Everything since then has been meh. Everything since then has been meh. A few bangers here and there, but meh for the most part. Why Bedrock over Java? Because it's what we started out on, and it's what we built our following around, right? I like it because it's my favorite version of Minecraft. I have nothing against Java. I've played a lot of Java, but I just prefer Bedrock at the end of the day. And I like that when I'm streaming, I can interact with my chat more because most of my viewers, I'd say most Minecraft players in general, play on their phone, their Xbox, their PlayStation, their tablet, their Switch, which is all Bedrock Edition. So I can, give better tips and tricks around the version I'm playing because it's the same version you guys are playing. We are a month and a half into the world. In a month and a half, I think I have around 60 hours on the world so far. Blood, I'll do you one better. Go to my YouTube, search It's Kinger IV Iron Farm, and there's a whole tutorial posted on how to build one. It's actually 2 tutorials, but it's the same farm. And I think I'm going to make a new one shortly because I seem to remake that tutorial at least once a year, and I haven't made it yet in 2026. Just beat the Wither on Bedrock, Ender Dragon. Just beat the Better on Bedrock, Ender Dragon. Nice, Mark. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Jalen. I was watching your gold farm stream today to make more portals. I don't know if you want to... Dell, I figured out how to fix it. Just make it 22 blocks high. Don't make it 10 blocks high. You need the actual fall damage to keep up with 6 portals. Noah, I'm going to put the lighting in when we put the pumpkins in. So what's going to happen is I'm building this last layer. Once we get the last layer in, we're going to run the redstone lines. Once the redstone lines are in, we're going to go get all of the pumpkins and place them and then put lighting in here as well. I was planning to use jack-o'-lanterns for lighting in here, but I might just use torches. Tony, the best farm that you should have in every Minecraft world is always going to be an iron farm, regardless if you play on Bedrock or Java. Nice, Del. Nice. Pumpkins. Actually, Silver had a really good... Look out, little guy. Silver had a really good note on last night's stream. I think we're going to be using jack-o'-lanterns to do some building. Because you can hide them. Because they're square lighting blocks. You ever made the duplication machine? Nope. Duping is cheating. I 2 worlds ago used to do like end portal gravity block duping, but that was like a technical strive thing to do. These new methods where you're like pulling a bundle in and out while closing and reloading the game while throwing it through a portal. If you're doing all of that to dupe items, you should just play in creative mode. Hala, I don't know if mine is the best, but I can promise you it's really easy to build and it does about 4.5 to 5 stacks an hour. I probably will never look at you guys and say, this is the best farm ever. But if I ever give you guys a farm to build and it's something I've designed, I can promise you it works. What is this farm for? Pumpkins. Do you think we'll get both farms done tonight? Probably not, Paige. we'll definitely get the pumpkin farm done and start on the melon farm. Alter, thank you for the follow. Kaden, thank you for the follow. Michael, thank you for the follow. Ali, thank you for the follow. I missed a bunch in there. Welcome in, everybody. We probably won't get to finishing the melon farm today. Tony, thank you for the follow. Dell, this is as big as it's getting. So it's a 6x6 module for pumpkins. So this is the last layer. Eli, thank you for the follow. Harry, thank you for the follow. Nicholas, thank you for the follow. How high is the farm? This is as high as it's going, Angel. That was mine? Yeah, no. This is as high as it's going. 6x6. It won't, Nicole, because on Bedrock you only need a single villager, or single bed for Bedrock villager trading halls, and I'll only be using a single bed because I don't want to deal with iron golem spawning. How long do you grind for materials? 6-2. Most of the time, I get all of my resources from farms. So besides the stone, which is what we got from digging out the pit over here, as I fall. Most the stone I'm building with is all from digging out this pit. But all of the iron, the cobblestone, the redstone, the wood, that comes from various farms I've already built. I could, but I don't want to have an iron... Oh my gosh, Elytra, unactivate. No. Hi, Megan. Riley, thank you for the follow. Wojo, thank you for the follow. I gotta do this. This is going to be a pumpkin farm. When it is all said and done, this is going to be a pumpkin farm. Oh, was I placing... Did I forget to place the stairs in? I definitely forgot to place the stairs in over there. Gotta do that real quick. Juan, thank you for the follow. Why do I need a pumpkin farm? Villager trading. So, I'm sure I'll tell this story a million times tonight, but when I first taught myself industrial redstone, like farms, and stuff like that, I did it because of the village and pillage update that changed how villager trading works in Minecraft. And my first villagers I ever traded with were farmer villagers. And farmer villagers trade melon and pumpkins. So now, whenever I do a villager trading hall, whenever I'm, doing emerald trading, I always get my main source of emeralds from melon and pumpkin farms through farmers. Just because it's like part of my personal history with farming in Minecraft. Juicebox, thank you for the follow. Can we get a tutorial of this farm? You're kind of looking at the tutorial as I'm building it, Tom. I designed this in my head the other day. Funny enough, I designed this after designing a honey farm. I was in my creative testing world, and I'm putting together a new honey farm for this season. And I'm like, this mechanic I'm using for honey, I bet you this will work for pumpkins and melons, too. And I did 0 testing to see if it'll work for pumpkins and melons. We're just gonna figure out live. I see no reason why it won't, but we're gonna figure it out live. If I only use one bed, will villagers link to the bed? So all you need for a trading hall on Bedrock is a single bed. That is because all a trading hall is a village. You're tricking Minecraft into thinking your trading hall is a village to get your trades. So if you just have a single bed, all you need for a village in Minecraft is a single bed, a single villager, and a single workstation that's not linked to another village. So out there, as long as you have that one bed and one villager, it's linked. So you put the one bed in the trading hall, you never sleep in it, so it never unlinks. That one villager, which will be the first villager you put into the trading hall, he'll link to that bed. That's his bed. Now it's a village. Now you can put as many villagers in there as you want off of a single bed. You don't need a bed for each villager. You will need a workstation for each villager so that they can restock their trades, but you won't need more than one bed. Hi, Jazzy. Jacob, thank you for the follow. Harvester, thank you for the follow. Landon, thank you for the follow. Stone, thank you for the follow. AT, thank you for the follow. Avocado, thank you for the follow. It was a good day today, Skylar. Lone Star, thank you for the sub over on YouTube. You need a bed for the villager trading hall because a villager trading hall is just a Minecraft village that's optimized. We'll make a villager breeder, Nicole. We'll make a villager breeder. Like I said, the process right now is to build both these farms. Once both the farms are in, we're going to build the whole trading hall. We're going to build it all up. We probably won't make it super pretty, but we'll build the whole trading hall. Then we'll build the breeder. Then we'll build the zombify converting chamber on top. It actually might go right behind it, and then I'll push them in. That'd actually be kind of cool. Like, have have like a little outcrop building behind the villager trading hall where they get zombified. So the villager breeder is going to go 80 blocks in that direction, be a minecart run along this edge. They go into the zombifying converter, and then they get put into the trading hall. We might have to do it that way. Not really, Riley. As long as you're within sim distance. This farm takes advantage of sim distance. The AFK for both of these is going to be right in the middle right here. Like, this will have a whole build built up around it as the trading hall. And the AFK spot's just going to be right in the middle. Edits, thank you for the follow. All right. That's all done. Now it's water buckets. Put all these back in here. Now we're on to water buckets, and then we're on to pistons after that. Put these in here. Water bucket time. Actually, is food full? Food's full, so I put that away and that away. Last time we got to do water buckets, at least for right now. Do I use console clients to AFK? I do not. I have I run a 2-PC setup, Cody. So I have my main PC, which is my stream PC, that runs all of the streams. It's doing everything right now. And then my old PC, my old Skytech PC that I started streaming from 2 years ago, that died on us, I stripped it down, wiped it, and rebuilt it. Now it runs a second screen over here that's just doing Twitch and YouTube and the server dashboard. And then when I AFK, I use the old Skytech PC because all that's on this PC is the stuff to run Twitch and YouTube and Minecraft. And like that's what runs overnight. Do you think you would have sold Minecraft or kept it, made your own decisions? I really think Minecraft does a good job, which the Minecraft community is very vain, like, oh, we're only getting this and we're only getting that. I paid $20 for this game 10 plus years ago, and it still gets regular updates and is still fun. I'm not going to complain about that. We call it the Nightmare Machine, Maddie. We call the villager converter the Nightmare Machine. I don't know, Hala. I never really do anything chunk-based. The only time I'm ever using, like, chunk-based farms, it's like I'm dealing with, like, Witch Farm, or I'm dealing with some sort of, like, Raid Farm, Ominous Potion Farm situation. You know? Would I have sold Minecraft if I was Notch? Yes. I think what Microsoft has done with Minecraft is incredible. They're doing a great job. Again, what other 10-plus-year-old game that was $20 10 years ago, you know, still getting regular updates? MC, Netherite is a waste of time early game. Nick, no, render distance and sim distance are two different things. So your render distance is how far you can see. Like, I play at 38 render. So I can see 38 chunks out in all directions. But sim distance is set to 4 chunks, or 64 blocks. That is how close you have to be to something for it to be running. Like, right now, I'm over here, the sugarcane farm isn't running. But you can see, like, when I AFK both the snow farm and the sugarcane farm, I have a little dirt hut in the middle, because both of those will be in range. Yeah, FR, I have a whole setup tour posted on my TikTok. You can scroll back just a little bit. So you can see, like, that little AFK hut allows me to run the snow farm and the sugarcane farm because they're both within 64 blocks of it. What is the point of the water on the top of that structure? Oh, that's because we're going to be placing crops. Landon, the best way to stay committed in Minecraft that I have found is give yourself a stretch goal. Give yourself something to work towards. I can't give that to you. Only you can, you know, challenge yourself. But don't make, like, say you're the kind of player who loads Minecraft, defeats the Ender Dragon, builds a house, and then calls it quit. Maybe it should be, okay, build a mega base. Or maybe it's defeat all the boss mobs. Maybe it's collect all the armor trims. Maybe it's make a farm for each item. You know, maybe it's collect every different kind of villager. Give yourself something to work towards so that you have a feeling of progression. I feel like a lot of people burn out in Minecraft because they just defeat the Ender Dragon, build a house, and then they think that's the Minecraft experience. Minecraft's a sandbox game. There's nothing that's going to challenge you in Minecraft. You have to challenge yourself. What am I building? This is a pumpkin farm. Its sim distance is 1 chunk that only work within 16 blocks, Blaine. Jet, this is the last level I'm doing. So this is it. This is the last run I'm doing, and I've just kind of hit my rhythm with it. So this farm, you don't ever need this many pumpkins. I'll be 100% honest with you, unless you're like me. My favorite villager to trade with is a farmer villager for emeralds. So I will make melon and pumpkin farms and turn them into unlimited emeralds. And before every comment says, oh, just use sticks or just use rotten flesh, I like farmer villagers because they were the first villagers I ever, like, learned industrial Minecraft for. So they're always going to have, like, that special place in my Minecraft heart. So whenever I do a villager trading hall, it's always melon and pumpkin farms and farmer villagers. Could use a raid farm. Taylor, thank you for the follow. Could use a raid farm for emeralds. They're not super efficient on Bedrock when it comes to emerald drops. They're very efficient when it comes to totems of undying. However, you don't need to actually, like, manually kill mobs in a raid on Bedrock to get unlimited totems. So when I build a raid farm, it will produce emeralds, but I'm not designing the farm to do emeralds. If I design a raid farm, it's purely to max out on totem drops. So you're right. I could do a raid farm. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could do a raid farm for emeralds, but I like this better. I don't know. Thank you for the follow. Stevie, thank you for the follow. Brandon and Taylor and Edits and Jacob, thank you for the follow. Lone Star, I don't know if I caught it, but thank you for the sub over on YouTube. Lincoln and Moy, thank you for the follow. Seth, this is a pumpkin farm. I got out of work late today, Mercy, and when I normally get out of work late, I will either lift and then skip stream, but I'm really, really tired after chest day yesterday, and I'm a little sore. So I got home, I'm like, I can go fit a lift in and not stream tonight, or I can throw some, baggy t-shirt on and some, loose shorts and hang out with you guys, and that one. Why a pumpkin farm? Villager trading. So yeah, normally I'm not live this early in the night, but I'm not complaining. Wit, thank you for the follow. Tatiana, thank you for the follow. Costa, thank you for the follow. Ethan, thank you for the follow. When did you start this world? Month and a half ago. We started a month and a half ago. Brain does brain things. Pistons is what I'm looking for. Let's just do one more stack of pistons to finish this off. Did I grab 4 stacks? I did. Where's the bamboo wood? Standing on top of it. Perfect. Hi, Water. Noob, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. This should. 64 plus. Yeah, that's enough to finish this off. Sweet. Another layer. This is the last layer. We're doing a 6x6 grid. So the next step after this is actually going to be to wire up the redstone. This is just us getting everything in place. Babyface, thank you for the follow. Patrick, thank you for the follow. Would you rather eat pizza rolls or dino nuggets for the rest of time? Probably dino nuggets, because that's at least, like, kind of chicken and and I know it's not nutritious, but I feel like chicken is a better choice than a pizza roll. Because let's be honest, you're not going to live very long if you're only eating dino nuggets or only eating pizza rolls, because you're not getting any vitamins. No, so we're building both farms first. We're going to get both farms done and running, because I want the farms running while I'm building the villager trading hall. Think of it this way. While I'm building the trading hall, it's probably going to take a stream or two to get everything built. I want these farms running, building up stock for when we move the villagers in. If I, only build this farm, I'm only getting pumpkins before we start actually villager trading. So we dug out the pit, we cleared the space. This is the last layer of this farm I'm going to do. And then we're gonna build the melon farm. How do you get the pumpkins to go to the correct side? So what's gonna happen is actually, let me do this. Let me finish placing the pistons. I'll show you guys the old pumpkin farm, the little starter one I did in the world just to get my initial pumpkins to make this pumpkin farm. I'll show you how that one works, and it'll kind of make sense how this one's going to work. Is that fair? Parker, thank you for the follow. You're playing with shaders. I have a couple resource packs that make the game just a little bit more vibrant, but no big game-changing shaders. Yeah, thank you for the follow. Babyface, thank you for the boxing gloves and the Super GG. I'm sorry I missed those. Brantley, thank you for the follow. Can you make a tutorial on one slice of the farm? I mean, you're kind of seeing the tutorial live. I split all of my streams with TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube all at the exact same time. So you can watch back all of the VODs. Every farm you see here, I've built live on stream. I don't necessarily have time to do detailed tutorials on all of them, but I have, you know, me yapping and placing blocks with you guys, and you can go watch back me yapping and placing blocks and go, okay, that's how Kinger built this, and then build it yourself. Babyface, thank you for another super GG and more confetti. Busters, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. Austin, pistons don't do that. What you're referring to is interacting with a block. You can't directly interact with a piston. Jason and Named and Jerry, thank you for the follow. Maya, thank you for the follow. Ali, thank you for the follow. Sean, thank you for the follow. I don't know if I'll be able to keep up with follows today. You guys are killing it. Over 100 followers right in the start of stream. Not even an hour in yet. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep up today. Tegan, thank you for the follow. I don't, TC, I don't. Xavier, Pixie, Oliver, thank you for the follow. Winnie, this is a pumpkin farm. Corey, Ava, thank you for the follow. What is the flying thing? That is an allay. I have a whole video I just posted about allays on TikTok if you want more information. Asia, Carter, Malaya, thank you for the follow. Where are you going to get the seeds from? I have a, like I said, we'll go over in a second. I built a nice little compact starter pumpkin farm so that when I was ready to build the real pumpkin farm, I'd have plenty of stuff. Junior, thank you for the follow. You don't need observers for the design I'm building, Winnie. I have the Red Dragon Behemoth Pro. I have the wired version, not the wireless version. It's actually brand new. I've only had it a month. I love it. I had a Red Dragon K552 for like 2 years. I finally wore the keys out on it. So I went with another Red Dragon keyboard because they're honestly great. Everybody gives Red Dragon a hard time for being like cheap keyboards. I had a Red Dragon keyboard that lasted 2 years. Then I bought another one. It lasted over 2 years. And then I got this one, and it's been fantastic. Do you have something that makes stone smooth automatically? Oh, I put Silk Touch on all of my pickaxes. So when you pick up a stone block with a Silk Touch, it stays a stone block. Of course I know who Treaty is, King. We used to listen to Treaty on stream. I never watch Minecraft content, and it's flooded on TikTok, so you came over to Twitch. Twitch is a lot slower. If you want to know where, like, real slow chat is YouTube. My YouTube is the lurker community. They load into stream, they say hi, they ask a few questions here and there, and then they just hang out. TikTok's like where it's flying. Twitch is like the middle ground. Twitch comments here and there. YouTube, if you're one of my YouTube viewers, I love you because you guys just sit there and hang out. Grant, thank you for the follow. Jason, thank you for the follow. All right. Next step, I'm going to show you guys the little starter farm I was talking about. And then we will start putting the redstone in. You guys yap a lot. Mitchell and Salty and Logan and Grant, thank you guys for the follow. All right, so these are my little starter farms I built over here. My little starter farms. This is the little starter pumpkin farm. Why are these here? Oh, it's because I was collecting pumpkins. Basically, this one just ran. But this design does use observers. You're 100% right. I have an observer on this stem. Every time this pumpkin grows to either side, it harvests the whole row. So basically, you put a stem in between each one, and this harvests itself. Cottage cheese? I haven't had cottage cheese in many years. No worries. Hi, Mickey. But yeah, so we're taking this design, but I'm phasing out the observers because that's a lot of observers to place, and I don't want to. Dead Candy. Yes, Dead Candy is a member of the server. Adriana, maybe, probably will start working on the melon farm. We're going to finish the pumpkin farm first, and then start the melon farm. Is there a villager that trades raw pork and raw chicken? Maybe the butcher? Maybe the butcher does? I don't know. I've never really worked with butcher villagers. They're not, like, my speed on one of them. Okay, redstone times, I need... Actually, I'm going to see if I have it at base storage first. I was anything with the follow. Actually, I'm going to show you guys how it's going to work right now. I'm going to show you guys how it's going to work right now. Because we're going to start hooking it up. Actually, this will just make it easy. I'll just show you in labs. And if they're not here, they're going to have to wait. The house will come later, Connor. It's identical, Nicholas. All right. So here is what I'm doing to set off the pumpkin harvest. Twitch died? No, it should come back. Give it a second. Oh, well, we might have lost Twitch. Nope, it's back. Twitch is just doing that annoying thing where it crashes over and over again. It was doing that the other night, too. Twitch is back. It's back. Basically, so this is a daylight sensor, right? This is a daylight sensor, and it gives off a comparator signal based off of what time of day it is. I can turn this up. So you can see it's sunrise right now, so it gives off a low comparator signal. If I set this to noon, it gives a full strength off. If I set this to sunset, it does a lower. So basically, this measures how strong the sun is. Last season, I ran a bamboo farm off of this setup, or a similar setup. The problem is, ClockCrafters never sleep. We have the one player sleep on, and I used to have this run at night. Never worked. So my setup for the pumpkin farm is by locking this comparator, meaning it has to have a full signal. You notice it's off at sunset. If I set it to sunrise, the sun is rising, it's still off. However, if I set this to noon, it fires off the whole line. So what's going to happen is I'm just going to hook up this super simple circuit to all of those pistons, and at noon each day, it's going to harvest all of the pumpkins, and the other one's going to harvest all of the melons. So that's the circuit. Instead of doing observers for each one, that is how I'm planning to run it. Favorite treaty song? Probably Ode to Bourbon, at least right now. First two in one day. How'd you get first again? Did it reset? Oh my gosh. Frank, thank you for the follow. Smith, thank you for the follow. Juice, thank you for the follow. Appy and Alexander and Eric and Hazel and Lightning Bolt, thank you for the follow. Yes, we're going to have to place the seeds in. But once we place the seeds in once, we're good. The unlit portal reminds me of Smart SpongeBob. I don't know what you're referring to. Use the name thing with the follow. All right. We are on running redstone time, so give me some of these. We're going to have to make a torch tower. I think torch tower is going to go up the front. So give me, I don't have any. Give me these, give me these, give me that. Give me this. Let's make a torch tower. I went to go grab half slabs and forgot to grab half slabs. Give me all of them for now, because we'll need extra. Grab those. I need 2 comparators and the daylight sensor. That'll work. These. What's a daylight sensor? How do you craft that? That isn't something. It's 3 quartz, 3 glass, 3 slabs. What a weird recipe. It's a weird recipe. Okay, 3 wooden slabs and 3 glass. Does that have to be clear glass? Because that might be a problem. Brown, thank you for the follow. Critical, thank you for the follow. Austin, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I just realized you got the first again because it reset the Twitch stream. I understand it now. Now it makes sense. I have like low on quartz, but I'm just trying to have quartz somewhere. What you making? I am making a pumpkin farm. Now I'm hooking up the redstone for it. Somebody sent fruits. Ethan, thank you for the fruit, friends. And the 100 roses. Brain do brain things. I need quartz. I should have some in here. That's not a lot of quartz, but it's a starter. I mean here? Nope, that'd be way too easy. I need half slabs. 3 in there. I have 15 in here. All right. I need 2 daylight sensors, which I think it's gonna make me use clear glass. It is. Okay. Do I have just a little bit of clear glass? Of course I'm not going to. That'd be way too convenient. It'd be way too convenient. It was light gray. You had a full stack of quartz in the shulker. Oh, there's glass in here. Never mind. We're good. Give me this. My Twitch died. What did you say? I don't know what your question was. I'm sorry. I get a million questions a second here. I had more in the shulker? That's empty. That's quartz pillar. I can't use quartz pillar. But I'll leave the extra glass here. Take that with me. Slabs. I got my 2 daylight sensors. I only need 2 of these. I got those. I got my levers. Put that away. You had a stack in there too. Am I losing it here? I don't see a stack of quartz in here. I see 16 quartz pillar that I crafted by accident, but I don't see a stack at the trading hall. Oh, at the trading hall. Oh, okay. I'm dumb. Oh, that's spawn proofing. So that's path block. You can spawn proof your base by turning it into path block. I just made that so I had a safe little area. I understand it. Liberty, thank you for the galaxy. Can I get some W's in chat for Liberty? It is not, Max. It is a private world. By the shulkers. I did have a stack in here. Okay, that's what you guys are saying. Okay. I understand it now. All right. I get it. I get it. What is my biggest build? Probably my mega base. It took 2 years and 8 million blocks to do. I have videos of it on my page. It's not on this world, but you can go check out the world it was on. All right. This is going to be outer wall, so the clock will need to go like right here. And then this goes right there. And then this goes right here. That goes right there. And I grab my redstone torch and I do that. So there should be next to no signal coming out of here, which should mean should be able to put a block like that and make our torch tower. Let me go grab some redstone dust. I don't think I have any repeaters crafted currently. I don't. Redstone dust is in one of these. There it is. Grab a little bit of redstone dust. Is this hardcore? It is not. I play on this world with 8 other Minecraft TikTok content creators. I don't need you in my inventory or you in my inventory. That's for the next setup. Don't need these. What I do need is a couple of you so that I can, you know what, we'll do 31 for now, and then I'll just craft another batch of redstone torches. Perfect. All right, let's play. What are you making? I am making the very simple clock that's going to turn this farm on and off. So right now, there should be no signal coming out of this block because it's noon. Or because it's not noon. This will only fire at noon. But if this was off, that will put a signal out. Just like that. So I can do... I'm going to have to tower up as I go. Grab this. And then tower up. And torch. And here and here. Which, I'll be able to do that. And that signal will go out. Oh my gosh, I love playing with scaffolding. It's my favorite thing. Elaborate stuff ever. I'm sorry. All this does, okay, all this little circuit's going to do, hi little zombie, all that circuit down there is going to do is when it is noon, it is going to fire this farm off. When it is noon, it will fire this farm off. Why are you... Okay, that's... Alright, we're gonna have to make a fancy torch tower. Because I built these different than I built them in Otherworld. Okay. So, if I want this to work, let's turn you on for now. So that's on, this torch should be off. And a signal should be good. Yes, a signal should be going out. Now, I hear the zombie. I'm just gonna go sleep. Sleep. Sleep, 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 sleep. There we go. I am historically very bad at reading chat when I'm playing with redstone. I do apologize for that. Let me... Oh, you have iron arm. Okay. You have armor on. Get out of here. Alright. So, in my brain, it's noon. This has gone off because this is shut off. So that means these pistons are powered. It's going to pulse. Now, I need to pulse the next level of pistons. So if I put a thing here, and I put a torch here, this will go off. Great. And then I can have those pistons go off. We're going to hook observer. We're going to hook extending things up to this. All right. Now, I put this here, that there, and this here. It's not going off. So I would need a signal going out now. To get around that, pretty sure what I need to do is do something like this. Is put it around the back, like so, and then put a torch there. Now that one fires off. Now we get redstone signal here. Torch on top, redstone signal. Grab my... We're going to have to do the same thing with this guy. So break you. Torch here. Torch there. Torch here. Torch. Nope, that's backwards. Okay. Will somebody answer developer's question, if you don't mind? This is going to be firing off the pumpkin farm that I'm building right here. So how do I get that redstone signal? I might be able to do this, then that. I can do this one. Okay. Perfect. That one fires off. And then up. So this one should get the around the side clock. Like this. Goes off. And then this one will get the on top block on top. Extend it over. Extend it out. Okay. So it's a little wonky building the tower, but that does what it's supposed to do. It does what it's supposed to do. All right, so now, in theory, this should only go off at noontime. So all of these pistons should now be off. We should have none extended. And now we'll just wait for it to be noon, which is not going to be noon for a hot second. But at noon, we want to see this go off. And that'll break all of the pumpkins, in theory, once these lines are hooked up. So now, at noon, we should see this whole thing fire and hopefully work. Let's give it a second here. Let's sip my end of my lemonade here. Developer, that clock is going to run this farm. I just realized that it's solid blocks up top. I'm going to fix that. Bye, Tan. You may want to have an observer instead of streaming power. So it'll only be powered for a second, Nicholas, and I want it to stay powered for that second so that it doesn't pulse and then go right back and the pumpkin falls down on the block. Oh, Liberty, I'm going to hook up repeaters so that it does the whole farm. I'm just making sure this side works first. That's what we're doing first. Because I want it to pulse, hold out for like a minute, and then go back so that it does push the pumpkin the full way off. See, it pulses at noon. It should stay out for just a little bit of time. A couple minutes at most. So it'll probably stay out probably about a minute to 2 minutes, which is fine. Because right now, you got to think, all the pumpkins grow. They fell off. They're in the water stream below. They're being collected. I could do an observer setup and just put a... I could just put a... There's a little monster ankle biter somewhere. I hear it. There he is. Yeah. Ooh, have fun in the pit. Yes, pistons break pumpkins. That stays out a little longer than I want it to. But I'm also not against it. You know what I mean? Do I want to put it on a pulse? Putting it on a pulse is kind of a pain. Putting it on a pulse is kind of a pain. This is staying way out longer than I thought it was going to. Best abilities from Beacon is Haste 2, Regen, and Resistance. Yeah. Because all I would do is turn this, put a Observer Pulse into that with the redstone cornered, so that when this lights up, it pulses this and fires the whole farm. I don't want to do the hopper clock because I want to have it trigger at noon, Mythic, to give it more time to grow. I did a hopper clock system with this last season. Screw the pulse, no need to. It's staying out way too much. Like if I swap this around, right? Like I do... Let me go grab an observer. Could do... Do I have one? I do have one. No, I don't know how to build an orbital strike cannon. I've never had a need to. Oh. Okay. So all I would do... This. And then I would have you go right there. And then go out here, out there, out here, and out. Oh, break. Right here. This would get a comparator signal, which could pulse the whole farm. This gets a daylight sensor. This gets a comparator signal. And that goes there. So, all that'll happen is this will only fire at noon now. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. This will only go off at noon now. So as soon as it loses strength, it fires one more time. So it's going to fire twice around noontime. So it'll fire once when it becomes noon and once when it's not noon. And then it'll go dead all day, all night. Or all the rest of the day, rest of the night. I think that's fine. I think that'll be okay. You got a house somewhere? I mean, I live out of a lean-to that's over there. This is my little starter base area. And that's just a daylight sensor. Then all we do to connect all of these... Do I have any demands? What do you mean? Diamonds. Oh, I've got 2 or 3 stacks in my ender chest. I haven't really done any diamond mining or diamond farming this season. Yes, Ethan, because it's locked with the comparator. So I have this set up where it will only pulse at noon. If I just had this pulsing, you know, every time the daylight sensor changed, it would change all the time. Which for right now, I'm probably just going to lock this on. Where is a... Of course I put my levers down. Did I? Or am I just blind? Did I only bring 1 lever over? I normally have like 40 of them things. Why need emeralds when you're fully enchanted? Because I want unlimited diamond tools and armor. I did put them in here. Alright. Fire out all the pistons real quick. That way I can measure out my redstone. Because if this, actually real quick. Okay, it does. Perfect. Oh, that's right. You're going to do that. We'll just turn this system. That's not a big deal. That's not a big deal. Grab you. Grab you. Really, game? That's... Okay. Best gunpowder design is a general mob farm. No full netherite. Netherite's a waste of time early game. Netherite is a waste of time early game. I'll get it eventually. But I'm in no rush. I must have dropped the other ones down here. Yep. And then signal in from here. Turn you on. That'll force lock you. Put this right here. Oh, it's noon. Or, no, it's not. Oh, it's because you're... Wait. Am I losing it here? Why? Oh, because that was off. Okay, I'm like, why you no work? Why you no work? And it's raining. Nice, Ethan. I don't know, Evan. We'll fix those when we get up there. All right, but now just for testing purposes, turn you on so that all the redstone lights up so that we can build off. Don't want to build in the rain. My redstone is going to get wet. Yes, this exact farm, almost verbatim, is going to be built over here, except underneath I'm going to have an auto crafter. Hi, Peter. What time are you streaming till? Probably 10 o'clock, my normal time. It's 8 o'clock now. And it looks like the signal runs out right here-ish. So break you, place you. And then connection here, right there, right there. It's gotta be sleep time now. Oop, almost popped it. You should make a shulker loader. Nah. So this is gonna feed into the trading hall. So this is gonna feed down into the trading hall, and this whole first level is gonna be farmer villagers. I know, about knocked myself out there. Put that right there, that right there, and that right, oh, that right there. And then you're getting a signal right here anyway. Where do you go? To right here, break this. Real quick, so that's a water source, so that makes that right there. Am I out of redstone? Okay, pretty good. Redstone. King, you mind if I stop by to see your gold farm redstone? Are you in my stream? How to make a shulker loader. I do have a tutorial for a shulker loader on my page that you guys can go and copy. Yes, I'm here, but I'm about to start mine. Got it. Okay, so all the pistons should have gone off on this first level. Or did I misalign right here? I misaligned in the middle. Okay, that's easy to fix. Peter, I don't know the official rates. It did 4 double chests in an overnight. Now check all our pistons went off. All of them went off. Sweet. Now we just copy the design on the next floor. Or on the next one. So how far do I... Here's what we're going to do, just to see for now. I'm just going to punch a hole right there, and we'll patch it on the other side. You have a visitor. I see him. He's lurking. This gets the observer. Hey, Mr. LA, can you give me my block? I know you collected it. Thank you. Let me do that. And then go back here. Candy's not here. Break that out. Go around to this side, and back we go. Grab this, place it down. Mr. Lay, where are you? Waiting for you, little buddy. You should have my block. There he is. Can I have that? Can I have my block? Thank you. You gotta come to the other side, buddy. You gotta come to the other side. Thank you, Blick. I don't know the rates off the top of my head, guys. I didn't actually measure. I just ran it. I posted a video, and that was one overnight AFK session. So whatever the video says I did is what it was. Oh, wait, I need to punch the hole out. Come on, little guy. And pop that out. And run around to the other side. Place our redstone down. And he already gave it to us. Thank you, little guy. Fire off all of those. Break you. Ooh, I was supposed to be torching this up as we went, too. I am definitely going to AFK the BAMF tonight for more redstone. Did you get my block? Where's the block, little buddy? Thank you. What he's making? Chase, this is going to be the pumpkin farm. I'm just hooking up all the redstone to it. Did you guys do a hydrate and I missed it? Oh, yeah. I'm sorry you died in your hardcore world, Moto. That's always unfortunate. Those all fired. Those all fired. Those all fired. These all fired. And these all fired. Perfect. Next level. Villager trading, Ariana. My favorite villagers to trade with are farmer villagers. Got sweet tea. Does that count? Is sweet tea like unsweetened sweet tea? Like I had sweet tea last time I was in the South. Y'all need more sugar in it, because no. Unsweetened tea is a crime. I'm sorry. No problem. I'm usually pretty good about keeping up with chat. There is no way I'm going to be able to keep up while doing Redstone. So I'm apologizing ahead of time if I miss comments or questions. I'm not doing it on purpose, I promise you. It's just my brain doing Redstone. I kind of have to focus while I'm doing it. Top 3 villager professions. I'll probably librarian, then toolsmith and armorer. Because by toolsmith and armorer, you can get unlimited diamond tools and armor with max level enchants on all of it. This is starting to make more sense, Paige, why I was predicting I would finish the pumpkin farm today, but not the melon farm. No farmer? If you're asking top 3 professions, no. The best profession is librarian. After that, it's armorer and toolsmith. You know, farmers are great, but you can get by with armorers and toolsmiths. For, you know, getting unlimited diamond tools and armor is better than... that is right there. It was in my hand already. Here. Favorite Minecraft PvP? Oh, I'm garbage at PvP, McGee. I am barely passable at PvE. I get whooped by regular mobs regularly. Thank you, little guy. No, I don't have a preferred... The only PvP I ever was a little bit good at was like the axe and shield meta in Minecraft. The axe and shield days, where you're just trying to break defense the whole time and get a lucky shot in. Oh, cleric and masons are great too, but they're not top 3. Cleric and masons are great. Definitely gonna get a bunch of clerics and masons. We're gonna have a lot of villagers in the trading hall. However, top 3, it's librarian, toolsmith, and armorer. Unlimited diamond tools and armor and unlimited enchants is way too good. Hi, Kende. Can't you just look to the right to see where you are on the pistons? Everything that... I could, but then I like having my LA do his little job. He likes flying around too. See, he likes bringing me my little block. I know you're trying to throw it to me. I don't know where you are. There you are. Can I have it? Or did you lose it again? I was just saying you're doing a really good job, and I think you lost the block. Can you go get it, please? Can you go get it, please? Little buddy. Where'd you go? There he is. So you're just... Okay. That's fine. I'll make another one. I'll make some backups. Hey, fetch. Yeah, that. Thank you. Hey, Kinger, I've been able to watch him while glad back to stream. Can you say hello? Hi, Ben. And Ben's little buddy. Oh, I didn't punch a hole in the wall. You ever bored in Minecraft? Just play fetch with your LA. Go get it, buddy. You ever play your single-player world? Nope, I haven't played a single-player Minecraft world since we started ClockCraft. I only have enough time to really play in one world. On a normal week, I'm streaming maybe 6 to 8 hours a week, and if I'm splitting that between 2 worlds, I'm barely getting 3 hours in each world, and I'll feel like I'll never make any progression that way. Josh, this is a pumpkin farm. And I'm just hooking up all the redstone for it right now. Once all the redstone is in, then we get to do the fun part of placing in all of the pumpkins. And then this... Actually, we gotta place the water in, too. Pumpkin. Why are you making a pumpkin farm? Villager trading. What are your thoughts on Nilla versus... I haven't had those. I haven't had a Nilla wafer in forever. But, like, vanilla Nilla wafers with a little bit of, like, hot cocoa in the winter is goated. I don't remember the last time I had them, though. Where'd the redstone come from? My brain. And the BAMF. The general mob farm pumps out redstone, actually, which is surprising. I did not think I would get as many witch drops from the, oh, wrong one, this one, from the mob farm as I thought I was going to. I'm definitely gonna have to run it tonight to get more, but it's surprisingly efficient when it comes to redstone drops. King, redstone is not hard, but that's also coming from someone who does a lot with redstone. The best way to learn it is to just go into a testing world and play with it. Like, I say that all the time. If you go to just load up a normal, single player, like, super flat world, and then just, give yourself a challenge, like, build yourself a piston door, or build a melon and pumpkin farm, build a sugarcane farm. Give yourself some sort of challenge to do, and don't look up tutorials, don't look up guides, try to figure it out yourself. Redstone will change how you play the game. Is that a new bot? Just spamming emojis? That's a new one. Nope. I see a little guy. Hi, Jesse. We are currently working on the pumpkin farm for the villager trading hall. I've been playing Redstone, was my thing. Holy Grail, I've been playing since Alpha, so I feel you. I also played after Redstone was introduced and never really used it. I did, like, nothing with Redstone until the Village and Pillage update came out, which is, like, what opened my eyes to how powerful Redstone can be. Next stream we'll be making the Villager Breeder. No. Or Trading Hall. No. Next stream is gonna be Melon and Pumpkin Farm. I've got 2 hours left on live. It's gonna take all of another hour to finish building this and planting the pumpkins. We might just start the melon farm. Oh, another one. Another bot. Paige. I got him. Oh, Paige got that one too. No. So, streaming on TikTok, funny enough, that do you ever get annoyed of answering the same question over and over again, is a question I get over and over again. Streaming on TikTok is unlike streaming on Twitch, unlike streaming on YouTube, because it's like a constant revolving door of, new viewers. I know every time I'm getting a repeat question, that is somebody who's, brand new to my stream. That's a new person in here, and I try to give everybody the same level of respect because all of my regular viewers were new people at one time. Bots are botting tonight, yeah. The TikTok bots be TikTok botting tonight. Alright, we definitely need to make more observers. Or more, repeaters. What you making? Jackson, I am working on the pumpkin farm. I'm putting in the redstone part of it now. So all of the modules are built. I'm just hooking them all. Hi, everybody. Viking, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. My raid alarm didn't scare me that time because I looked over and saw the comments come in before the alarm went off. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you for the raid, Viking. Welcome in. If you guys are raiding over on Twitch from a Viking stream, I'm going to shamelessly steal Candy's speech. If you enjoyed Viking stream, put a 1 in the chat. If you didn't enjoy Viking stream, put a 2 in the chat. And Viking, as Candy says, you should pay attention to who puts 2 and ban them. Thank you for the raid, Viking. I hope your stream went well. He stole that from you? Well, it's come for a full circle then. It's come for full circle then now, hasn't it? Sanji, don't spam. No spam. Viking says that? I could have sworn that was a Candy thing. My bad. Welcome in, everybody, from Viking stream. 2, I got raided over on Twitch. And I was stealing a speech from Candy that he apparently stole from Viking. So it's gone full circle now. Cedric, that is all redstone. I guess that makes no sense to TikTok, but I stream on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube all at the exact same time. I'm off to eat dinner, be lurking. Thank you, Viking. If you guys haven't already, and you're over on Twitch, I'm assuming most of you came from the raid. but you guys should definitely follow Viking. And if you're on TikTok, Viking doesn't do much on TikTok anymore, but he does have a TikTok, so you should definitely give him a follow. Samantha, thank you for the follow. Oh, I missed a ton of these. Welcome in to all of my new followers. I'm sorry if I've missed any of you. Welcome in, everybody. I get distracted while doing redstone. Very, very easily sometimes. Okay, give me this. Convert it all into sticks and convert those all into torches. And then grab more of this and convert all of these into repeaters and back to the process. Is streaming your job? What do you do for a career? I work full-time. Streaming is just a hobby for me, just something I do for fun. Stream a couple nights a week right now, about 6 to 8 hours total on camera time a week if I'm lucky. But professionally, I'm a work systems lead. I work for a pharmaceutical nutritional manufacturing company. I do like corporate project management, operational excellence type stuff for manufacturing plants all across the US. So streaming is just a hobby for me, just something I do for fun. I've been doing it now for a little over 2 years. I'm lucky enough to have a pretty amazing community across multiple platforms. And, you know, a couple nights a week, I throw some comfy clothes on, I make myself a lemonade or a coffee or, you know, something yummy, and I just sit down and hang out and yap with my community. And get mad at delays. Enjoy your dinner, Viking. Yes, King. Sounds super cool. If you like puzzles, basically that's all I do all day is solve puzzles. My job will come to me and be like, hey, we're having this issue at this place. Can you and your team go figure it out? I'm like, sure, me and my team can go figure it out. And then I do that professionally. Extraordinary, welcome in. How does this farm work without observers? So instead of relying on the observer to break the piston, I'm just having it break at noon. So this whole thing works on a clock. So instead of, like, most pumpkin farms, melon farms run on a observer, but that's a ton of observers, and I don't want to deal with that. So instead, this little daylight sensor right here, every day at noon, it will pulse the farm. Right now it's locked on just so that I can run the redstone lines to make sure the signal works. But every day at noon, it's just going to pulse the farm and collect all the pumpkins. And then we're going to build this exact same farm over there with melons, except underneath it's going to have an auto crafter. Very cool. Thank you. It's not super complicated redstone, but it does what it's supposed to do. I didn't want to craft a bunch of observers. So one daylight sensor is going to power the whole farm. Yep. One daylight sensor will be able to run the whole thing. Last season, we made a much smaller version of this, and it ran off a hopper clock. Why do we need pumpkins? Villager trading. Management, King. Villager trading. So I love working with farmer villagers. They were the first, really farmer villagers are the reason I fell in love with industrial Minecraft, because I've played Minecraft since it came out on alpha. But when the village and pillage update came out, that was the first time I learned and had a desire to teach myself industrial redstone. Okay, it is up. And teach myself industrial redstone because they changed how villagers worked in Minecraft, and I needed to get unlimited emeralds and stuff, so the only villagers I had at the time were farmer villagers. So naturally, I made melon and pumpkin farms, and now, ever since, whenever I'm doing a new villager trading hall, it's always melon and pumpkins. Yes, Mud, you can use carrots to breed them. We probably will use carrots. We're not even at the build a villager breeder step first. The idea is to get these farms built so that when I'm building the trading hall, these farms are running, producing drops. You know, I could very easily do the whole design of the trading hall right now. However, I would then have to also additionally AFK this entire, you know, farming array, or I just build it first, then, you know, it's running. I'm not AFKing, it's running while I'm building. So Village and Pillage was the update that brought pillagers to Minecraft. It also overhauled how villager trading worked. And up until then, I had never done anything with villagers. I'd always just played like classic Minecraft, like no farms, gather everything by hand, that style of Minecraft. When Village and Pillage came out, I wanted to experiment with all the new villager stuff. So I, you know, started dealing with farmer villagers because that was the villagers I had. And farmer villagers trade melon and pumpkins. I needed a good source of automatic melons and pumpkins. I taught myself how to build a melon and pumpkin farm, realized, oh, redstone's really cool. And ever since then, now I like building crazy big over-the-top farms, and as like an ode to that, whenever I'm doing villagers, I make a melon and pumpkin farm. Yes, the iron farm tutorial I have that's out still works. Still works very well. I have it, it's currently the one I'm using in this world right over there. Still works very, very well. Many members of my community have built it and tried to break it, and it still works. Honestly, if we're being real, the two best trades are sticks and rotten flesh. Rotten flesh with clerics, because you get so much rotten flesh from gold farms. You get it from drown farms. You get it from mob farms. You get so much rotten flesh from so many different farms. Clerics are like the way to go. And then I think it's fishermen. They'll trade sticks for emeralds. So you can make like a bamboo farm and make a ridiculous amount of emeralds that way. So melons and pumpkins, not the most optimal way, but they're my preferred way because that's, you know, what Fletcher does sticks to. Because my preferred way is, you know, the first way I ever did it. Melon farm, it's identical to this, except it's going to get an auto crafter underneath. Snowman, don't do that. Yes, Erkin, yes. I'm going through a crazy amount of... I guess I probably could have predicted I was going to go through this many redstone torches, but it's also a lot of redstone torches to go through. How do you get your totems? I don't have a raid farm yet. However, another one of our members named Adult Steve, he built a raid farm. Day one of the world. Or, yeah, well, day one. Stream one of the world. Do I know a good way to reset villager trades? They reset twice a day. So they don't go any faster than that. You get 2 villager resets a day, and you just kind of have to accept that that's their reset rate. Adult Steve is why I know you? Well, good. That means adding Steve was a success. No problem. Are you going to try to make a bigger iron farm this season? I don't know. I had a new design for one. Oh, wait, I almost forgot to do that. I have a new design for an iron farm. It's not fun. As I fall. It's not fundamentally different from the one I have now. The one I have now is keeping up just fine. So it's like one of those things. Do I need to build another one? Probably. We'll probably do 2 or 3 iron farms this season. But will I design and use my new one? Maybe. Maybe. You know, I don't have like a I have to do it kind of moment. You're howling? Why? Need a cookie? We are not currently looking for any new members, but I appreciate your interest. Full moon? Got it. Fishermen do boats, not sticks. Oh. It's shepherds who do sticks, I think, then. I don't know why... Oh, sorry. I have fishermen on the brain because we are going to do a bunch of fishermen villagers. Because fishermen villagers trade campfires, which is a underrated building block. When you're building certain things, I really like the campfire texture on some of my builds. Fletcher's trade sticks. Fletcher's, not shepherds, Fletcher's. Some kind of villager trade sticks is what you guys are telling me. We don't use that villager, but now I know. Sorry, I'm sorry. As much Minecraft as I played, you guys still get to teach me things. Thanks for the video on the allays. Awesome. Use the allays. Allays are so good. Also, I think I'm going to do a video. Somebody on that TikTok commented that villagers are a better mob than allays. Well, I agree with you that villagers are better than allays. And even if they are classified as a mob, in my brain, I don't classify a villager as a mob. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Enjoy your lurk, Lou. Like, somebody's like, oh, villagers are the best mob. And I do agree with you that villagers are better than allays. But I also don't agree with you that a villager is a mob. I got a mending. Nice. Nana, watch the video I posted recently on them. They're so good. Allays are the best mob in Minecraft, and I will stand by that. I love using them. Even if you only have like one and you just hang out with them, they're great. Like just for right now, imagine I broke this block and I don't have any other smooth stone in my inventory. Oh no, I lost the stone. This little guy, he's gonna go get it for me and bring it right back to me. You're still on the melon farm? I'm still on the pumpkin farm. These take a minute to build. I'm only so fast. See? Grab my blocks back. Would I say an allay is better than a shulker? Yeah. I would say an allay is better than a shulker. Shulker boxes are nice, and I really would struggle to play without shulker boxes. However, a shulker is only good to kill and get shulker boxes. Usefulness of a mob right there. A shulker is only good to kill and get shulker boxes. Allays are good for item collection, you know, farms, stuff like that. You're only using shulkers to kill the shulker to get shells. How do you place an object to taskbar? Pick block, Hunter. So like right now you can see there's smooth stone on the ground, but I have smooth stone. There's nothing in my hand, right? I have smooth stone in my inventory, but there's nothing in my hand. When I click on a block of smooth stone, takes the stack out of the inventory, places it into my hand. That's called pick block. It's in every version of Minecraft. It's actually been in the game since the Xbox 360 PS3 days of the game. You just need to go into your settings and either bind it or see what it's already bound to. Do you have a video on a shulker farm? I do not. Can I join the server? No. It's a private world. Logan, thank you for the follow. Oh, welcome in, everybody. Dalton, no, as long as you don't unlink their bed. Hi, Witch. As long as you don't unlink their bed, you're fine. It's private, Fuel. You have to be invited to join. Are you still working on the pumpkin farm? We just finished all of the redstone on the pumpkin farm. Now we gotta plant the pumpkin farm, and it's all done. Well, it's all done, then we gotta put the water in, but the water's the last step because I don't want to deal with the water just yet. What is the best advice I can give on becoming a Minecraft creator? Avoid... Best advice, Minecraft creator specific. Consistency is pretty great. Some people will tell you go live every chance you get, and I think that's really bad advice. In reality, you want to go live on like a set schedule. That way, when you start building a community, if you start growing a following, they know when to expect you to be live. That's a really important thing, consistency, and then setting a schedule. And it doesn't need to be a crazy schedule. I stream like 1 to 2 times a week. This week's a little bit different because I'm finding a little extra time. But normally, I'm like 1 to 2 streams a week. Yeah, Minecraft, that's what I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna say consistency and set a schedule. I can give you some other tips, like, if you're just starting out making content, don't join an SMP. If you're just starting out making Minecraft content, wait till you have 5,000 to 10,000 followers before you consider joining somebody else's program. You can play with other creators, but building a base to stand on yourself before tying yourself to an organization or another community really helps you establish your own brand. No, Fuel. Get yourself established. Exactly. I came over... Oh, pumpkins. I'm like, what did I come over here for? Pumpkins, and I'm going to need a farming tool, which I'll just craft over there. Ever gonna get netherite? The deal is, Elliot, I made a deal last season. If I ever hit 50,000 followers, I would get netherite tools and armor. I made the deal this season if I ever hit 90,000, which I am 70 followers off 78,000 followers. So there's a real possibility I might hit that this season. So I'm hoping, but I guess that's up to you guys. I hope I'll get netherite one day, but I guess that's up to my community. Plus karaoke, no. And also, you guys wrapped Towel into that nonsense, and Towel got mad at me. I'm like, no. This is 100% not on me. 100% not on me. The karaoke stream nonsense. Uh-oh. That's gonna make a mess. Oh, it didn't, thank goodness. No. So, I have decided this season, Mikhail, I am leaving my starter base area. The only farm other farm that might get torn out from here is this iron farm. Because if I start moving villagers, this iron farm might break things, so this might get moved. We tore out the big mob farm. I want to keep this area as is. If anything, I'll just deactivate the farms, so instead of having collection systems, these will flow to, like, lava or something, so that they don't ever back up and overfill. I'd like to keep my starter area as I can. You know, as kind of like, this is where we started type deal. Hi, Ref. Welcome in. Witch Doctor, thank you for the game controller. How long until this is going to be done? I mean, the farm part's done. All the redstone is done. Now we got to plant all of the seeds. Are you working from this setup when you work from home? Sometimes, Erkin, I have a whole office setup, like, in the other room. I like to keep, like, this is, like, my comfort zone. So, like, my stream room, my gaming room. And then I have, like, a different area to work in. However, every once in a while, I will be, like, in here, plugged into this monitor. Like, when I'm doing coding or something, I like using the big monitor. I have a little 32-inch monitor in there. And I'll be using this station. It's really funny because some of my coworkers, like, I'll take a Teams call, and I have that behind me. And I have, like, normally, like, the regular lights are on in here, but I, like, won't have the TV on. It'll be, like, I'll be taking a call with, like, my directors and stuff like that, and they'll be like, oh, nice background you got there, King. And I'm like, yep. Just, crouch in place, Case. Crouch in place. All right, farming tool. Hopefully, we should probably enchant this. Just for giggles, we should see what I can go put on my farming tool. I have the levels. I don't, Nana. Cactus farm for dye. Pretty much for dye. You can set up a cactus farm for bone meal and for XP if you wanted to. I use cactus for the most part for dyes. Your coworkers to get you my merch. Some of them have. A couple of them have bought beanies. And then my boss asked me to send him the link because, like I said, my boss's kiddos watch the stream. And he wants to... Oh, wait, I guess... They're on vacation right now, so I don't think they're going to be in my stream lurking. But my boss's kiddos turned the stream off. Your dad wants to get you, like, hoodies and t-shirts for birthday. I don't think they're in here right now. I know what one of their usernames is, so I can pick them out when they join stream. Alright, am I going to get anything fancy on this? Unbreaking 3. Actually, you know what? That is clutch to put on this. Not going to complain about Unbreaking 3 on the farming tool. Yes, so the idea for this season is all my farms will be pretty, but they all got to be built first. So this whole area, I'm calling it Royal Labs. I'm building all of my main farms here. My main storage area is here. My starter base is here. My villager area is here. This whole area I'm calling my campus. This is going to be Royal Labs. Eventually, we're going to flatten this whole area and do builds over all of these farms. Like the mob farm, it's going to have a base, but I'm thinking big robotic arms coming out and then going back in and holding up the upper part with like a glass pyramid on top. You know, the sugarcane farm is going to be wrapped like a skyscraper. This is going to look like an office building. So this whole thing will be wrapped. It'll be a big glass pyramid in the middle. You know, like that'll be an office building. This might be, I don't know, basically going to wrap the whole thing and build all my farms. So there's a lot more farms we got to do. Like we got to do big cactus farm and bamboo farm. And we got to do like tree farms, the nether tree farm, shaker farms, flower farm. There's a whole bunch of other stuff being built in this area. Like villager breeder is going to go over here. We're going to do, I might do a stacked iron farm at some point this season. Probably go in that corner. I'm going to have a big build for storage over there. Like that's kind of the idea I'm going for. Everyone on ClockCraft is so likable. Thank you, Nana. We do our best. We try to pick out good people. We try to do our best to be selective and make sure we get the best people in here. Can I craft? Okay. I was worried I was going to have to go and manually take shears to each of these guys to get seeds. I'm glad I can just craft them. Like an industrial estate. I'm calling it a campus. Like I'm calling it a scientific campus. Because I want to make the builds pretty. Like the color scheme for this area when it's going to be done. I guess the only color scheming I've done in this whole area is it's going to be black, light blue, and white. And then I'm going to use wool and carpet and different things to, like, make it look very, like, modern-esque laboratory space. 2 more levels, Ryan. It's doing what it needs to do for now. Is there someone that has, like, a final say for everything on ClockCraft? Everything's a collab. We discuss everything that we do. Everybody's allowed their individual projects, but it's a democracy. Even though I'm, you know, like, I like to say it as, like, I'm the one steering the ship, but no decision on ClockCraft gets made without everybody's say-so. We should grab torches, too. Do we want to light this up as we go? What I'll do is I will light this up after when we go to wrap it. I think there's enough light in here for now. It's noon. It's noon. Okay. Go ahead, Sydney. Oh, the farm works. That's a good sign. The farm works. Anthony, there are stone blocks underneath these smooth stone. So there's water right there. That's how there's water for these to grow. If you're home by yourself, would you lock the bathroom door? I don't lock the bathroom door in general. You should just live with people who understand that a shut bathroom door means don't go in the bathroom or knock. He hates me? Why? I hope that can't do more than 1 pumpkin grow in 1 Minecraft day. They'll either grow on either side, Paige. I don't understand your observation, Paige. I'm sorry. Don't stand there when it's noon. Thanks, smartass. Soul, thank you for the follow. Let it be said, I never said my community wasn't very sarcastic. What are you making? This is a pumpkin farm. I'm currently placing in all of the seeds, and then all we're going to do is the water collection system, and then this farm will be done. And then we just get to do this over again with that. Missed one? I accidentally double placed. So I didn't miss one. There shouldn't be one where that other crop was. I will put out a video. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Wednesday. I don't think I'm going to stream tomorrow night. I'll tell you guys right now. Because I skipped gym today, I will probably go extra hard tomorrow night after work. So I probably will not stream tomorrow, but I'll probably film a video, like a why I'm doing melon and pumpkin video. So then I'll be definitely live on Thursday. So yeah, I think that's the balance. So no stream tomorrow night, but I will record a new video for Thursday. Is that a fair compromise? Fair compromise? You missed one like 2 rows down. Yeah, I'm hitting the wrong blocks now. Getting distracted. How do you know which direction the pumpkin goes? It'll grow in either direction. It doesn't matter. They'll grow on one side or the other, and then it'll be harvested at noon. No, we want stream. I gotta make videos sometime. There it goes. Well, that should have broken the farmland if there was any farmland in the wrong spot. What's the IP? It's a private world, Smoking Cat. How long did it take to get your world to this point? We are a month and a half into the world, Nancy. We're about a month and a half into the 2nd season of ClockCraft. So it's gonna pulse twice because we use an observer clock. I could have just used, if I only wanted to pulse once, I probably could just use a copper bulb. But that'd be, in essence, what we did before. I think I'm just gonna have the 2 pulse at noon kind of deal. Oh, with the observer. That works for me. What are you building right now? This is the pumpkin farm. All I'm doing is putting in all of the pumpkin sprouts. All I'm doing is putting in the pumpkin sprouts. And I think I am going to light this up. We have more than enough coal from mining out the pit. I think I am going to light this up. You think me could move technically grow in a day? Could one fun harvest? Afternoon. I'm not too worried about... Guys, there is like over 1,000 pistons. Even if only half of the pumpkins grow, that's still 500 pistons every... 500 pumpkins every 10 minutes. Even if we're getting half of the pistons going off, or harvesting a pumpkin, that's still over 500 pumpkins every 10 minutes. I think that'll be more than fast enough for like one overnight AFK session to stock us up with pumpkins for months. If I could only get one enchantment, what would I get? Mending. Mending is the best enchantment in Minecraft. So if I could only ever have one enchantment, it would be mending. So I'd never have to worry about tools or armor breaking. You can kind of work your way around everything else. Not having Silk Touch would be really annoying, but I don't think you could go without mending at this point. Oh yeah, no, we're gonna cure all the villagers down. So it'll be 1 emerald for 1 pumpkin, and 1 emerald for 1 melon. So think of it that way. That's 500 emeralds on the low side every 10 minutes if I'm doing max trades. It's gonna be a little bit slower than that because villagers only restock twice a day, but we're gonna have 20 farmer villagers to trade with. I might sell emeralds at spawn. We might be that fast with it. Maximum pumpkins? Mm-hmm. Is there a tutorial for the XP gold farm? There's many other creators who've done gold farm. If you want the gold farm I've done, you can go watch the live stream of me building it. However, I have not fixed it perfectly yet. It works great on 2 portals. I do have a way to fix it for running on 6 portals, but I haven't done it yet. 2 portals is kept up with what I need it to. So I haven't gone and made the change to make it run for 6 portals yet. Why do you need so many pumpkins? Villager trading. Yeah, we're definitely taking stream off tomorrow night, and I'm gonna do a new TikTok video explaining why I'm doing melon and pumpkin. I think we have earned that. Why do you want pumpkins? Villager trading. King, do you record your intros or separately or after you record the video? What do you mean intros? What do you mean intros? Most of my... I am not good at video editing. I don't know if you guys have put that together yet. All of my intros are just lines that are about halfway through the video that I think are like a good hook. Villager trading, trader. Don't know. We haven't fully put it together yet, Cleater. This whole top row is going to be... It can fit, 32 villagers a level. Because it's 1... Oh, wait, no. I gotta look at the other side. Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So 32 villagers a level. This whole top floor is getting just farmers. Can the mods pin something that says what he's making? I guess that's up to the mods. Yeah. Cervante, no, it is a private world, but I do appreciate your interest. They go off at noon, Talented. I made the mistake last season as my bamboo farm went off at nightfall. Totally forgetting that we don't have nighttime on ClockCraft because everybody sleeps. Yes, Lou. Everybody does the 1-player sleep thing, so it is hardly ever nighttime on ClockCraft. So now I made it go off at noon instead of waiting for it to go off at sunset. Why is it called ClockCraft? So everybody who plays on this SMP is a Minecraft TikTok content creator. We all stream across multiple platforms, but we all met through TikTok. So hence the name, TikTok, ClockCraft, Minecraft. We've been together now for over 2 years. What I mean is like nighttime on the server. So my farm last season for bamboo used a flying machine, and it used a daylight sensor just like that this one does, except I would have it go off at sunset. Problem is we have 1 player sleep on. So the second that sun even starts to go down, somebody sleeps. Basically, meaning my bamboo farm last season never ran because if there was anybody else on the world, they were always insta-sleeping and it would never go off. Snowman, ban him. Yeah, no, he came in earlier doing that. Ban him. I warned him once when he came in earlier and did that. Thank you, Danny. I'm starting a hardcore world on Bedrock. My friends, any tips on... Any tips how to have fun? Gianna, give yourself a goal. Give yourself a stretch goal that you and your friends can work towards. Make it something that's going to take you a little while to do. You know, for a good example is like if you're like one of the people who like beats the Ender Dragon, builds a house, and then gets bored, maybe your objective should be, you know, build a house, defeat the Ender Dragon, and then defeat all of the boss mobs. Or it's, you know, maybe it's collect every item, or get every music disc, or, you know, build a farm for different items. Teach yourself redstone. Give yourself something to work towards that'll make you keep your sense of progression through the world. How do you make it go off at noon? Daylight sensor. Hooked up to a comparator lock. Yes, Thorbs. Yeah, I mean, that's a tip to stay in any kind of Minecraft world. Like, my goal for this season, my challenge for myself, is to do all of my farms, all of my builds, my villager trading hall, my starter base, my storage base, all in one area. And on top of that, make my farms pretty. So I've never made pretty farms. Anytime I've done redstone, it's very practical. I've done big farms, I've done over-the-top farms, but it's always smooth stone, dirt occasionally, some snow in there, you know, some bricks. I don't make pretty farms. This season, missed bottom row. Did I? I did go right by it. Nope, good catch, guys. This season, my challenge to myself is I'm still going to do big farms. And the interiors might not be pretty, but they're all going to look really nice from the outside when they're done. So, like, that is my challenge to myself to keep myself interested. Minecraft's my vibe game. I've never had an issue, like, staying committed to the world. But having, you know, a little bit of a personal challenge definitely keeps me excited to come back and play. This is Bedrock. How do you spawn proof? Lots of different ways. Path blocks, bottom half slabs, glass, carpet, leaves, light in some instances, but not always light, buttons. I don't think trapdoors work anymore. They might, but I don't know, so I'm not going to recommend them. Do you enjoy Bedrock or the Wish servers Java? Bedrock is my preferred version of Minecraft. I grew up playing Bedrock. I am happiest on Bedrock. I have played on Java servers. Some of my really good friends who I grew up playing with, who I played with in college, they only played on a Java server. So when I played with them, I was on their Java server. However, Bedrock is home. Bedrock is the version I prefer. Ben, that guy. Do you save every world you've built? Yes. I never delete Minecraft worlds. I have Minecraft worlds that are 8, 9, 10 years old. Liberty, don't you be causing chaos. What's the next farm going to be? Melon farm. This farm is going to be mirrored on the other side of the trading hall, but for melons. And the only big difference is it's going to be have an auto crafter hooked up underneath it. So the only difference between the two farms is this one doesn't need an auto crafter because pistons will harvest a full pumpkin when they pulse. When you harvest a melon with a piston, it breaks it up into melon slices. But then I'm just going to feed those into an auto crafter to craft them directly into full blocks. Nice, Joe. Built your iron farm and it worked. Awesome, Drew. I'm glad it worked for you. Chalk up another one it's working for. Nope. Autocrafter is in the base game of Minecraft. It's not an add-on. It's not a mod. You can load up regular old Minecraft right now and play around with the Autocrafter if you would want. I have tutorials on super simple setups for it on my page on TikTok. You might need to scroll back a little ways for them, though. Would this work on Java? Theoretically, yeah, it should. Your redstone might be a little bit different. I don't know. This should work on Java. I don't... Oh. Ow. I don't know why it wouldn't. How do you make the autocrafter? It's like a dispenser or a dropper with redstone and iron and a crafting table. I don't... As much Minecraft as I've played, I don't really have a lot of the crafting recipes memorized. I rely on the crafting book. Like, is Dell live, or Dell, are you still lurking? Is Delipop live, or is she lurking? Oh, that's right. I got knocked off this row. Nope. Yes, she's live. When Dell first started playing on ClockCraft, I don't know if you guys saw it, because I still think she does it from time to time. She still classic crafts, even though on Bedrock when we have the built-in recipe book. Wait, I'm mind-blown. This thing's been... when did the Autocrafter... Autocrafter came out when I was still in Farmtopia, like 2+ years ago. I don't know, Gianna. I'm not good with gradients. All right, I wonder if we've had any stems grow up yet. Not really. Oh. All right, I definitely overpacked on pumpkins. I definitely overpacked on pumpkins, but that's okay. I did not remember how many seeds I'd get from each of these. All right, let's light this up. See you later, Gianna. Let's throw some torches in there, but to do that, give me a stack of this. Look out, little guy. Give me a stack of this. Give me a stack of that. Do I have any just coal sitting? Hold on. Come here, you. You're gonna help out with this. Come here. Come here, little guy. And I'm gonna give you this. Come here. You're gonna pick this up for me. And yes, I have waterlogged stairs in there. Hunter, I am currently working on my pumpkin farm, which we are just about finishing up. All that's left to do for this farm is I've got to put a face on it, and I haven't decided how I'm going to do that. And once that is done, we're going to start building the melon farm. A laser kind of broke? A laser pretty great. You're a lay collector's genius? Thank you. What do you mean a face? So, if this pulses, some of the pumpkins are going to end up on that lip. My biggest build, Hunter, it's not in this world, it was actually in Season 1 of the SMP. I know, Johnny, I'm now partnered with Apex Hosting. That was the announcement at the start of the stream. I've gotten my first, partnership from streaming with Apex. They're now hosting and taking care of ClockCraft for us. As, like, the technical side of things. So that's why Apex is above my thingy. Alright, do all of that. Sarah, thank you for the heart puffs. Alright, put this here. We need more sticks of all things, but I have enough. This should make more than enough torches for now. And eventually, when we get sea lanterns, I will probably go back into these and place sea lanterns in them. Where's gen resources? Here. Throw the extra coal in there. Do I play off stream? Very little off stream, Fingers. And if I do anything off stream, it's never like a main project. It's like we did 4 layers of that farm on stream, and then the other night I just added 2 more layers while I was, working on some other stuff. You're good, Johnny. Pretty much the main things I will always do on stream. Pretty much really? I just slept. And you're gonna rain. CT, it's going great. We got the entire pumpkin farm done. Now I'm just gonna go through and light it up. Let's do every other sprout for torches, which is overkill with torches, but that works. And it'll be off even on one side. Just because it's 14 across and it won't line up that way. I don't hate that, because we're going to have to stack the thing a little to the right. Thank you, CT. Yes, Drew. Only one player needs to sleep on the server. When you're on a world like this with 9 creators who AFK a lot, like I'm going to AFK that all night tonight and then all day while I'm at work tomorrow, it'd be really rude to the people who stream during the day if they couldn't sleep. Oh, you know what we'll do? Alternate them. Oh, Tyler has the same idea I do. So we start on this one over here, but we start on that one on the next one up. That's how we even this out. So we start on this one on this side. And then here. And then here. And then here. And then there. And then there. And then there. Twitch and YouTube all at the same time, for those who don't know. That way my VODs can be Twitch and YouTube all at the same time, for those who don't know. That way my VODs can be saved to YouTube. It looks like they ate themselves this time. So, whoops. Which one did we start on over here?